No more light. That's something about it, because oh no, I guess it's well, I like if I had club lights, if I had more donors, I could get a club light. But I don't have any. I haven't had anybody buy me a coffee yet on the description. So I have to go from there. Whenever I get donors, I can buy more food and I can buy more um, equipment, better cameras, and I'll see if we can turn it over. Looks really disturbing, I have to say. Looks kind of gross. I'm not gonna lie. I'll put a little salt on it. Turn it shisha and then well, that is raw pork, so let that cook for a long time. See how I'm gonna cut it whenever it starts to cook up a little bit. I might cut it on the food pantry. You can see how it's starting to sizzle. Sorry, my light went out above my stove. You can make a donation if you want me to get it fixed. Uh, yeah. So I'm hoping to get more subscribers. I really don't like the fact that there's no light. But I have complained about the air conditioner wasn't running. And so I'm sorry that there's not more I can offer right now. I have to get donors to get a better kitchen and I can only cook what I have in the beginning. And when I get more donors on YouTube, uh then I can make more money. But you have to start somewhere. And I'm trying to figure out because my social media is Indian men only. And I have a YouTube channel with 26 subscribers, Indian men only. And I'm thinking it might be better to uh do Indian men only as my YouTube channel. But I do like chef food because I'm not a very good chef. And sorry about the lighting, but the light did go out so you could see. Maybe you can't see, but anyway, the light went out and well, it's unfortunate. Um Now I want to zoom in That's pork loin. So I'm gonna have to let it cook for 2 to 3 hours. And then, well, you don't want to eat raw pork, okay? It's not funny, but really, want to. If you're not a good chef, kind of like me, I'm not a good chef. That's why my name is Chef. Do your best to try to keep the food to cook it to the temperature that you need to cook it to. I don't know, pork, like if it's a ribeye, I'll eat a ribeye medium rare. Hamburger steak, it has to be well done 'cause the air hits the hamburger. Chicken, well done. The only thing that I might eat medium rare would be lamb, loin, or lamb steak. No, not steak. Yeah, lamb kebab fillet, lamb fillet, and which is expensive if you didn't know. So I have a buy me a coffee link in the description, and I have to get a certain number of. I, I'm trying to remember a certain number of views and watch time before I can get monetized. So you know, and then when your live video uploads, you have to make it public because I think it uploads as private. I don't know why. Um, not sure. Um, Let me see. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna post my live video on my Facebook page. I think it's cute. Hang on. Yeah. That's hilarious. I posted on my Facebook and then I posted on my Facebook page. I was trying to do a regular YouTube video, but I'll have to wait until that pork cooks and I can put it on the other pan. I don't know that I would realistically be able to do any, what do you want to call it? Food reviews with the name Chef Proof, but you never know. If people realize it's a comedy and satire, then maybe they'd like it. So, you know, yeah. And I'm a, I don't know how long to cook this for. It's pork loin, if you're wondering what it is. But um, where's the fork? I don't have 3 forks. I'm gonna need donors like you to help me get more silverware and a better kitchen setup. 'Cause it's kind of tough doing a YouTube video. The light went out yesterday. The air conditioning went out at the motel. But it came back on. I reset it myself. I've lived in motels for years, and I just tried to figure it out, and then I was able to. It wasn't that hard. Uh, so I'm thinking maybe and I'm sorry about the lighting, but I don't want to say anything to them about the light since I've been complaining about the air conditioning. Oh, look at that. See, starting to cook, but I wouldn't eat. That's too raw. See what I mean? I'm gonna zoom in again. Well, I don't know where the fork is. Find it. Yesterday I dropped my phone in the macaroni, but it wasn't that hot. Yet. So I got real lucky. But I gotta be careful with my selfie stick, you know. And keep it away from the pot and pan. There you go. Now it's starting to sizzle. I've been putting a little salt on the side. Tony's Sachet. Hope it's not already it's probably pre-salted. It was already marinating in something. But if I can get it good. Right now I got it on the side. You can see if I zoom out, then I can zoom in. Um, I think it's kind of cool looking. I don't care. It's raw pork. I'm gonna cook it for 3 hours. I don't know about y'all, but I don't like getting sick. It's oh, that's blackened in. It is blackened pork. I'm sure Bobby Parrish and Slave City and those people would not want to eat my food. Although Bobby seems real nice, he probably would help me learn how to cook if he would marry. So we're gonna watch this cook, see how it sizzles. And I don't even have a saucer. I'm just putting my thing on the stove, praying for the best. Because my light's broken. Have to get the right angle. I'm making pork loin. And I put a little olive oil on it. Yesterday my phone fell in the macaroni. I'm not a very good cook, hence the name Chef Poop. Make sure you subscribe if you didn't already. I want to do food reviews and get a nice kitchen theater. And yesterday at my motel, my light went out. I don't know what the requirements now are to get monetized on YouTube, but even if y'all don't do the buy me a coffee link or PayPal, I could get if I can get monetized on YouTube, then I will get a check, a monthly check, and I can use that check. See, this light up here went out. Let me show you. There's a light up in here. Over there. It went out yesterday at my motel, and the air conditioning had gone out, so I was complaining about that. It came back on. I got to come back on, and you can see how. So I'm hoping to get monetized on YouTube, and if I do, you can share the video. If you don't want to make a cash donation for a better kitchen setup, then just share the video or click on the like button. Like, subscribe, and share. Because if I can get monetized on YouTube, then I will do these cooking videos all day, every day with my wonderful personality. And then, food reviews. Can you imagine doing a food review with the name Chef Poop? Well, there's nothing wrong with it. If the restaurant, if they don't know, if people don't know look at Jimmy Kimmel. All he does is satire. Obviously, I do satire, so you don't know me, but you will. I make really stupid jokes all the time because I've had a difficult life. So, you know, make the jokes, enjoy your life. And if you don't say cuss words on YouTube, then you will get monetized quicker. And I like to zoom in. Now I'm wondering if I shouldn't flip it to that other side. Let's see. This side, if it'll flip. I don't know if it will or not. Maybe I'm gonna have to put it in the corner. Yeah, I have to put it over there. Zooming in. It's pretty gross, isn't it? It's raw pork. I don't like to touch it. And I don't have any bleach. So I just use soap. And I want to get more viewers. Sorry, it's kind of dark. Ooh, that looks blackened. Now, I'm pretty popular. That looks pretty black, doesn't it? It looks kind of like chocolate, but it's burned. We're getting that. I'm trying to cook the pork. You can see over there. I'm wondering if I should move this up a little. I want to move back to Mexico City. It's getting hot here in Houston. Yeah, I could do a live video on do it on my I've got a Facebook page, but I've got 6,000 people plus on my friend account. So I usually do that. And I'm sorry about the lighting. The motel light went out yesterday, and I asked for him to fix it, and he didn't come by. Here, I got my I'm trying to promote my YouTube on my Facebook. We want to always be zooming in on. That looks kind of black, doesn't it? That looks. Yesterday I did drop my phone in the macaroni, and I've got to be much more careful. I only have one iPhone camera. I think it's interesting. You know, I do. I think it's interesting. If I can get monetized, you know, if I get monetized on there, then I'll make money. Welcome in. I gotta be. Yesterday I got real lucky with the macaroni cooking. I would not suggest putting an egg in your macaroni. It was gross. I didn't really like it. I don't recommend that. Sorry about the lighting. Nothing I can do until they fix the motel light. Definitely need lighting, don't I? Oh wait, that's what the bathroom light's for. Hold on. Maybe it'll help a little. Made that pan black. I forgot that the motel light is out, so. Although it's ridiculous. All I did was tap the metal with a. That's all I did like that. Maybe it was about to go out and me tapping it made it go out. I need that light for my YouTube videos. You know, it's too dark. See what I mean? You know, there's a niche for everything. I just never have seen anybody zoom in on their food on YouTube. So I thought maybe why not? You know? I think it's interesting. To be very honest. Give you a different view on things. You want to make sure you cook. That is pork, and it was raw, so I think I'm gonna let it cook for about 3 or 4 hours in the pan. Now, trying to get you a better view of the pork. I think it's quite interesting. Sorry about the lighting, but Burned out roast pork. Right. Welcome, burned out roast pork loin. We're trying to see if I can't cook it a little more before I see if we can flip it again. I don't know about you, but I want my pork well done. Well, I don't care. I mean, I don't want tough pork loin either, but I'd rather have a tough pork loin that's not going to give me trichinosis than one that would be. I'm cooking burned out pork loin, and my motel light is off. That's for fire control, but the motel light is out. There's my laptop in the background. I'm gonna have to cook it well done. Burn that pork. That's why my name is Chef Poop. I'm not a very good cook. I'm wanting to learn, but I'd have to go to the Gordon Ramsay cooking school. Then I could do cooking. Well, I plan on cooking all day, every day. I need to get monetized, but I'm gonna have to cut this pork and get it cooked. Just the lighting was horrible. It does look interesting when you zoom in on the food. I'm not gonna lie. Welcome to Chef Poop Cooking School. I'm your host with the most. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Now, I don't like it when people say that a lot, so I'm not going to say it very often. I just let people subscribe if they want to. And they can click on the like button if they want to. And then if you want to buy me a cup of coffee in my link, then you can do that too. Or you can share the video. Now, I was thinking about doing a YouTube video called How to Cut Your Toenails. You know? When you think about YouTube and live video, you want to think about rated G for godly. Even if your video, because I have my settings that says is not made for kids. Because if you have a channel and you say made for kids and you say a cuss word, you're gonna be demonetized. And yes, I do say cuss word, I shouldn't, but I'm an adult. On time I check. I think I'm still an adult, and that means I can still say cuss words. Not that I think they're good or bad or other. It's just human nature. And so if you have a kids channel on YouTube, then you better really have posting notes everywhere. It says do not cuss. If you're getting into trouble, we're gonna blacken that pork loin. Sorry about the lighting, but it is pretty dark. There's some sizzle. I just want to make sure it's cooked before I eat it. Burned out pork loin road. I have to turn on the fan. I don't want it to burn up. Thanks for coming into the network. Yeah, I'm going to try to cut into this pork loin and see. I could barely see myself, so if y'all can't see, I'm sorry, but it's just, let me see how much, because I need to see how cooked it is before I think about cutting it. Let me see here. Well, as you can tell, it's kind of looking cooked. I mean, that piece, I'm going to turn that over and brown it. I'm going to cut it real thin. Pork loin. That looks good. Yeah, see, it's not fully cooked. Yeah, I don't like dry pork loin, but I don't want to get sick. So I'd rather cook it for 2 or 3 hours. And yeah, I don't have an oven because I live at a motel right now. So you got to start somewhere. My philosophy. What's that? Now that you can tell is getting cooked, but it's not cooked. I'm cutting that pork loin in half. There we go. I don't have much more food left. It's good food. I got oatmeal, macaroni, beans, rice. Like shit food. See there, I said I cooked for it. But I don't have a lot of this part. I don't really want to ruin my Aldi can. I'd like to buy more professional Gordon Ramsay cans, but I'm gonna have to make money before that happens. You know. Yeah, I'm trying to get this pork loin and cut it. It looks like it's kind of getting done, so I may taste a bite, and I'll tell you if it's edible. I'm gonna spray some more olive oil on it. That's Aldi olive oil spray. I don't have much left, but I want it to be moist. It's really hard. It must be tough. Let's look at the. I can't even set it. Yeah. Uh, um. Now we got this piece over here. I think it's getting cooked. I mean, it's almost medium well. I'm just cutting it right now. 'Cause guess what? I might want to eat a piece. I don't know. I'm gonna let y'all know if it's edible. I'll look. Whatever I cooked yesterday, the macaroni with the egg, it was disgusting. So I'm gonna brown this pork loin a little bit in the pan. There we go. Just a second. Make the video taller. And now you can see the pork loin start to sizzle. Well, you might not be able to see because there's no light. Um, I will try to work on this. Problem. You can tell it's black and running out of olive oil. I want to. Okay, I'm gonna taste it. Yeah, it's edible. Look at that sizzle. So I just ate a piece. It is cooked, but I want it browned and I want it moist. Burned out pork loin road. Gonna zoom in on the food. Y'all could see it cooking. Want it to get sizzled up. So when I'm ready to eat it, it'll be ready. Blackened pork loin. Getting blackened. Yeah, I think it's done, but you know, it is raw pork, or it was. I don't think it's raw now. I think I was able to kill all the bacteria. Now, I did eat one piece and I checked it. It was pretty cooked, but not very tender. Be blackened macaroni, blackened pork, blackened everything, blackened burned out road. I think this is teriyaki pork loin. I don't really know. It's hot. Burned out blackened road, burned out back blackened pork loin. There's only one piece I want to cook a little more. We can find it. Well, if anybody would like to make reservations at my restaurant, I have a few openings for this evening. I have a few openings at my restaurant this evening, if anyone's interested. Just Poop Restaurant. Except you have to sign a disclosure that you will agree to be on my YouTube video. And you can sign a disclosure that you'll be on my YouTube video and you can eat at my restaurant for free. First, you add the water, turn up the flame. You can add your macaroni. I prefer macaroni and hamburger beef, but I don't have any of that. When in Rome, do the Rome. If you don't have any hamburger beef, then you probably aren't going to be cooking it. This is teriyaki pork loin from the food pantry. My last protein I have before I go hungry. You can make a donation if you like my television program. I mean, I think it tastes good. I don't know if the macaroni is going to taste good with this. I was thinking about chopping up the pork loin into little cubes, and then I could put them with the macaroni. Here's how it works. Then making some blackened macaroni. Hope y'all are enjoying my YouTube series on food. I am a chef, board certified, and I'm looking for people to fill up my restaurant that I don't yet own. Now I'm thinking about putting the pork back in the water, make it moister. The pork loin I just cooked with a burned out roast. see if it's edible. Yesterday I made some and it was gross. I just threw it away. Macaroni with eggs. It was just nasty. We want to zoom in. Find something that's cooking there. Now, I don't know. Maybe I should put more macaroni in it, but I don't know if it'll be edible or not. Maybe. Maybe I'll put more macaroni in water. Then I could cut up that pork. How you doing? Thanks for tuning back in. I did cook the pork. Now I'm making the macaroni in that same juice. And we're going to see if it's edible. The pork is edible, but it's tough. So I thought I'd cook it in water. I'm going to turn up the fire. I hope it's, because I hate to waste food. Now I'm thinking about doing a YouTube video about trimming my toenails. You know. And my light's out here at the motel, so there's no way for me to show you more vision about what I'm doing, except making macaroni with pork loin and the teriyaki burned out sauce. Now, whether or not it's edible, yesterday, whatever I made, it was disgusting. It was put eggs in the macaroni. I don't recommend doing that. You want to eat eggs. I'll try to find something interesting here. Until it starts cooking. It's probably not going to be that interesting. Well, thank you. Thank you. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share my telethon so I can have more money and cook more interesting things, because I am living in a motel. My food stamps are canceled because my ex-husband was paying, and I'm about to be homeless. So y'all need to pray for me. I mean, I hope I'm not going to be homeless, because then I wouldn't be able to do my cooking show. But yeah, make sure to pray for me. I'd like to have a better kitchen. Let me show you my kitchen. The light up here is out. See that? I went out yesterday and I live in a motel, so you know. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. I might as well I might as well cook while I have a place to live, right? I did turn up the fire because I have no light. Unless I set it over here. See, I don't have any room. I don't have any room at all. That's my bathroom. It's not very good on the lighting, but you know, I've been complaining about my air conditioner stopped working, so I really hate to complain about the light, especially when I've got to be able to pay my rent. You know, I like to do food reviews, but you can't do them. You can't do them. I don't know if this is going to be edible. Whatever I did yesterday was gross. But you don't have a lot of food. You just make whatever you got. Put it one pot. Usually we close the lid. In my case, I don't close the lid because um then I can't do YouTube. Or like I am streaming right now. I am streaming on Facebook Live right there. See? I am streaming right now. It looks kind of like soup water. Might be tasty, I don't know. I'll let y'all know the pork is edible. The pork is cooked and the pork is edible. And I put water in with that pork. It's teriyaki pork loin. Water and macaroni and turned up the fire. And I will let y'all know if it's edible. Yesterday, whatever I made was not edible. The egg and the macaroni. I suggest you don't do that unless you are accustomed to that sort of thing. Yesterday, I cooked macaroni in a tortilla pan, and that was a mess. It just didn't come out right. Trying to get a good angle of something interesting. Right now, there's nothing. Unless the food sizzles. I have no idea. I really don't. I'm not a officially trained Gordon Ramsay chef yet because I don't have the money to get to chef school, but whenever I do, I'll let y'all know. I'm looking for a good picture angle. Well, I'd have to let it heat up because it's not the water was, we gotta let it heat up. And I need to do a regular YouTube video and I need to be doing shorts. But I don't have another cell phone, how am I gonna do that? I don't even have much soap left. I was trying to get a good angle and a good picture, but there's really nothing right now. So it's got to heat up. And I got to be careful not to get my camera too close to that thing. Oh, when you laugh at your own business, it's the things what your friend Well, I mean, if you build it, they'll come. I mean, I have a unique niche, you know. I do. I have a unique niche. Pork loin teriyaki, and then I put all the macaroni back in. Whether or not it's edible, I'm gonna let y'all know. And I taste macaroni. But I don't have a pasta strainer. I do not have a pasta strainer. Welcome in. Pork loin with macaroni, and the pork loin burned. So I put water in that burned out pork loin road. And now trying to let it sizzle. Looks like sewage. Sorry, there's no light, but I live in a motel, so I don't have any money for lights, camera action. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Okay? I don't. But that's why I have them buy me a coffee link in my profile. I do have a buy me a coffee link. And hopefully I'll get monetized by YouTube soon. I really don't like edited videos. I like live. And I don't mind shorts, but I don't. I think the shorts compete with the TikTok. And I do have a TikTok. I do have a TikTok account. It's Dr. DR Radio Taxi. Um, I mean, you gotta boil up the macaroni with pork. And, once it boils, then you can have burned out macaroni with pork loin. Or whatever you have to cook in your neck of the woods. I don't know how long that macaroni will cook. I probably could turn it down a little. Not very. If you have a YouTube channel and you have good lighting, then you can really go long further with your iPhone as your main camera. You don't need to buy all those cameras unless you have extra money. Oh. Y'all think how's that macaroni looking? I may need to put more water in there. I don't like it when the macaroni burns onto the bottom of the pan. Sorry the lighting is bad, but the motel light burned out. I don't know if it's gonna be edible. Maybe sometimes I make food and it's gross, but this might be edible. But I think I need to add more water to the macaroni mix. So, but water. Well, I want that macaroni to cook, but not burn on the bottom of the pan. So we got to put a little more water in that macaroni mix, and I hope it's edible. Again, I'm not real sure if it's gonna be edible or not, but I'll let y'all know. I'll probably eat a little bit. I'll eat the pork. I know the pork is edible. The pork is edible. But will the macaroni be edible? I don't know. Like I said, sometimes I cook food it's not really edible, and sometimes it's uh, somewhat edible, and you know, but none of my food would be served in a normal restaurant. That's for sure. That is for sure. I don't know. I'm gonna wait on that. It may be edible, it may not be edible. I don't know. I did put more water in there so my macaroni won't burn on the bottom of the pan. Kind of looks like maggots, right? Oops. Trying to stir it up so the macaroni doesn't burn. Now I'm going to taste one piece of macaroni to see if it's burning. But it's not cooked yet. Nasty. So we're going to have to cook it for another hour or so. Make sure you give it a thumbs up so I can get monetized on my YouTube system. Cause I gotta be able to pay my bills, you know. Yeah, push that like button. Thank you so much. That'll help me get monetized on YouTube. Thank you for pushing the like button. I appreciate it. Sorry it's not very lit, but can't really think about the lights working out. I've seen some YouTube channels. Thanks for pushing the like button. I appreciate it. I've seen some YouTube channels where they only do shorts. And I'm curious to know, is there a YouTube channel where they only do lives? Because I like live video. I don't like to edit. I think it's stupid. You know? Thanks for pushing that like button. I appreciate it. Can't make a financial donation. You can always share the video or push that button. That'll help me to get more organic YouTube views. And I did taste the macaroni. I don't think it's done yet. So I may cook it another hour. Um, whether or not it's edible, I really yesterday whatever I made it was not edible. Um, I put egg in my macaroni. It was disgusting. So today I decided to cook that pork loin, and then I decided to add macaroni, which I think might be more edible. You know. But yeah, yesterday I just threw out the macaroni. It was gross. I don't want to eat that. I want to eat ribeye steak with lobster and potatoes and salsa. I do speak Spanish. I lived in Mexico City for 2.5 years, and I majored in Spanish in college. Doesn't really do me any good now, but at the time, what I thought I was supposed to do. Yeah. Thanks for pushing the well, thank you. God bless you. Yeah, salam alaikum. How you doing today? Welcome salam. I don't see that much. That you gotta be from Vigo. Now I do have some people. I'm now cross promoting on my Facebook page. I have people from my Facebook page that are on Vigo. So and zoom out a little. I really need to get monetized on YouTube. So if y'all push that like button, thank you for that. Never give up. Well, I'm not trying to give up. I'm trying to live and not die. Thank you. Making some macaroni with stew. I'm gonna let y'all know if it's edible. If it's not, well, then the stew meat will be okay. I think it's starting to get cooked, but I'm gonna slop it in. I'm gonna turn it off because I think it's gonna overcook. Is it edible? Kinda. This would not be served at any restaurant. Um, I don't think so. But I didn't have many ingredients, so I made this. Is it edible? I mean, it's pretty gross. Oh my God. I think I overcooked the macaroni. I thought it was undercooked. That's right. I'm not a very good chef. You're right. Thanks for letting me know what I already know. It's not really, doesn't have any flavor. I use this on my food when it doesn't turn out so good. Tonu Chachere. It's so it doesn't. I think I just overcooked the macaroni. Let me see. If I can get the seasoning to come out. I can't even see it. Well, the light ran. I live in a motel and the light went out. So I can't really see much. I'm trying to figure out how to combine my Facebook with my social media. It's Indian men only. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out. I have an Indian men only YouTube channel, but only 26 subscribers. I'm trying to figure out what to do. I definitely overcooked the macaroni, which makes me kind of depressed, but I need to drain out the water. Kind of gross. Well, I took the cooking oil. I don't have a pasta strainer, so I'm draining. Um, it tastes kind of like goulash. But nobody would eat this at a restaurant. Nobody, people would send this back. Now the pork, it is pork loin, and the pork I did cook it ahead of time, but I overcooked the macaroni with the juice. Yeah, I don't think anybody would eat this at a restaurant. But it looks like sewage and diarrhea and maggots, but it's not, because I wouldn't eat that. You overhear me vomiting. Yeah. I am promoting my YouTube on my Facebook channels. Um, I do have TikTok. Um, and I don't have a big following. And my name is not Chef Poop over there. So if I did Indian men only on YouTube, I don't think it's as funny as Chef Poop. Because what I want to do is like a kitchen theater where I'm live the whole day and I cook different items and like a test kitchen. Well, I'd have to have more money for that, but for now, I mean, I can cook green beans and oatmeal. Like things that you wouldn't think about eating together and see if it's edible. Now, this I did put together, but the macaroni is overcooked. Nobody will order this at a restaurant. But the pork loin had a teriyaki sauce, and I cooked the macaroni in that teriyaki sauce, so it looks like hell. Um, but I have to say it tastes. I mean, macaroni is overcooked, so it looks horrible. If the macaroni wasn't overcooked, I would say that it tastes good, but the macaroni is burned up. Well, I never know. Sometimes you test it and it's not done, and then 2 seconds later it's overcooked after about an hour. Um, I used to be real big on Periscope back when it was around, but I don't really. Um, I think you have to pay money to live stream on X. I don't know. Um, quite frankly, I don't want to do that. There's plenty of platforms. All you really need is, I mean, I could do Rumble. I could do but I don't have another cell phone camera. So, but I could do Rumble. And YouTube, Twitch, TikTok. Now I do Bigo, but that Bigo is just a chit chat app. It's not. I don't. You cannot promote. I can't ask people to buy me a coffee link to send money to get me out of the motel and stuff like that. I can't do that on Bigo because it's Class A ban. So I like Bigo for chit chatting with friends, but I'm gonna have a little bit more of this macaroni mush. Well, I'm eating it. I don't have anywhere to store this junk. And it's macaroni is so overcooked. You know, I'm sure Gordon Ramsay would vomit. But I'd put a little bit of seasoning salt on it. And don't need sachet seasoning. Okay, so the texture of the macaroni is disgusting because it's overcooked. But when I put that seasoning on it, then I don't like, I would never order this at a restaurant. But, it is what it is. Personally, I'd rather be live on YouTube all day and then do, um, I don't know where I'm going to put this. I guess I could let it cool off and put it in the fridge and have it for dinner. Um, I mean, if you're on social media, the more different you are, the more you're going to get a new niche. There are some YouTube channels that are live all day. I think to be successful on YouTube, you have to upload, do shorts, and do it every day. And make sure you don't do anything against the policies, like copyrighted music or television programs in the background. They want you to make your own content. Someone said, now I did get chopped one time on Periscope because, um, why? Oh, because I used to get a whole bunch of Facebook messages every minute and they were all videos. Well, it's not what you want to see. There were Indian men calling me, and I thought it was funny. But so, instead of showing their face, how I get to know you, they were showing something else, which I probably shouldn't talk about. They were showing something else. Now, this, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. Well, they were showing something else. Can't figure it out, then you're not an adult. Probably shouldn't ask. Um, Stuff that you're not supposed to show on live video. Like, but it was funny and I got a lot of views and but I kept getting a ban. So I don't do that. Well, I don't need to do that, but it was comical at the time. But now when they do that on Facebook, I still get some. They video call me and they're not showing their face. If you cannot figure that what that means, then you're not an adult. And I don't want to talk about it anyway, because I'm sure there's an AI algorithm on here. I know there is on Facebook because when I talk I'm on Facebook right now. When I talk on Facebook, it prints out what I'm saying. And I'm sure they have moderators on there on Facebook. I'm sure they do. But you can make up a niche on YouTube that is not yet. I've never seen anyone zoom in on the food. I mean, will I show my face? Maybe, maybe not. I mean, I'm not afraid to. I just I like third person anyway. I mean, um, I'm not really. I don't really like the way I look, so I don't want to be on the camera. But I will do it. from time to time. I was thinking about doing a YouTube live video. Someone said my name matches my food. Well, looks like sewage. Sewage macaroni. If you zoom in, looks like sewer. And the only thing I could say about this concoction of bullshit, see, I'm not supposed to cuss, but anyway, the concoction is the only thing I would say about it is the following, that if I had not overcooked the macaroni with the flavor of the teriyaki pork loin cooked in the macaroni with water, it would have been fine. But it's too soupy, and also the texture of the macaroni is way overcooked. You know, and I never know how. I mean, I have to ask Chat GDD how to cook anything. That's why my name is Chef Poop. Oh, it's true. I know what my name is on social media, and that, but it tastes better than the macaroni from yesterday. That was pretty bad. No idea what this person's saying on Facebook. Try it again. VR radio next. My TikToks are so boring. Well, I kept getting banned over there. Banned on TikTok because I laughed at a picture of Donald Trump Jesus. Um, that's about it. But yeah, I deleted most. I have put some other ones. I like the radio taxi, but it doesn't fit my other stuff. How y'all doing today? Anybody here? I got I got 2 viewers, so I know somebody's watching and lurking and listening. Sorry about the lighting. Yeah, this is gonna go in the toilet. I have no disposal in my motel. Okay, so either this goes in the toilet or it's gonna get more fruit fly infestation. All right, I'll let you know if I make it. Okay. Yeah, I dropped one load in the toilet. Well, it's the macaroni overcooked, and I'm not gonna try to stay. I don't have any storage facilities for the food. I'm trying to get that burned up macaroni off the bottom of the pan. It's just I don't have any room in here in this motel for a kitchen theater YouTube experience, unfortunately. I'm gonna let this sit here. Try to scrape it off. So the pork loin was edible. It was from the food pantry. I mean, I need to get monetized on YouTube so I can get out of this difficult situation I'm in. But I'm not gonna get. I mean, unless I had a viral video, I'm not gonna get monetized in a day. I mean, I think you have to. I don't know. Have to ask Chat GDD. Trying to scrape off the, you know, scrape it up. There's a little soap, so I can start Scraping off the bottom of that. This is an Aldi pan. It cost me $20. Well, I'm trying to clean the pan. Ahead of cleaning the pan, I'm gonna have to go make another dump in the toilet. No disposal, no double sink, no dishwasher. Toilet and bathtub are my way to clean now. I used to have better accommodations when I lived in Mexico City, but I came back to Houston for personal reasons, and now I'm in Houston in a motel. And I need donors, so I'm not homeless. I need donors, DONARS. Donors like you and donors like me. So I'm not homeless. Well, not that I'm not homeless. I need to be able to pay my bills and you know, healthcare bills, needs. I like to eat out. I like to do food reviews. I do have a couple of videos on my YouTube channel from Benihana, my favorite restaurant in Houston. Now I'm gonna let this soak for a minute. I put soap in there and then I'm gonna dump the load in the toilet. Well, I mean, yeah, I overcooked the macaroni, the dressing. Okay. I don't know where. Oh, it'd be simple. I've got one viewer left. I'm trying to let this soak so I can dump it in the toilet. Once I can dump that in the toilet, then I can clean the pan in the bathtub. I should do a pedicure telethon on my YouTube channel. I'm gonna try to dump this in the toilet so I can start washing it in the bathtub. Maybe I have to show people how to wash dishes in the bathtub. Because, I mean, that's the only way I've been able. Realistically, I'm running out of soap. Kind of gross. I probably smell bad too. I'm running out of shampoo and also face soap. Had a little bit of I'm gonna let this soak with the in the bathtub. Um, so the I would not. I don't even know how I'm going to eat that. It's leftovers because it's way macaroni is way overcooked. You know, way overcooked. I really want them to fix this light. But I don't want to be like on it because I've been complaining about the air conditioner not working. So I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't complain until a few days because I mean realistically the air conditioner I got it to come back on. Now how did I do it? I don't know. I kept pushing the power button and I did that 2 or 3 times and the compressor motor reset on the air conditioner motor from the motel. But I can't stand not having any kind of lighting for my videos. This kind of sucks. and I need to clean. You can tell. Um, I wish I had bleach wipes because it's kind of gross. It's not very sanitary. That's why I have to have 3 cleaning stations, and I put the bathtub, the hot water in the bathtub, and then I've got the bathroom sink, and then I got the kitchen sink. And I'm running low on soap. So, you know, I need people to, if people start subscribing to my YouTube channel, and then I'll get monetized and I can get a monthly check from YouTube from monetization because I already know the community guidelines of live video. They don't want you to talk about any kind of hate speech. You need to have your own content. You don't want to, you know, be mean to people, show violence, be self harm. You don't want that. You can't do karaoke. I don't know how you do karaoke. I can't do it on Facebook Live. How am I going to do it on? It's not hot. Okay. How would I do it on? That's from Aldi. I don't know. I like karaoke, but I don't know how to do it on the live stream. You know, and I want to have more food to cook for my kitchen theater, but I really need to get that light fixed. Um, I really do. I'm running out of olive oil. Y'all better send me a coffee, or you can pray for me that I get money. Um, I'm really good at trading crypto, but I don't have money to invest. So you just do the low and the high of the day, and you have to have a lot of patience because sometimes it's slow. And you just, and if it drops off, just leave what you had at the top there and come back later for another day. It all goes the low and the high of the day. And not all cryptocurrencies follow Bitcoin. And so I'm very good at it, and it's a no-brainer, but I have to have money to invest. So thus I'm doing a YouTube channel with my Facebook Live that's back in. I really want to get that light fixed. I'm, I don't want to. The manager, she's real strict. She's nice. I like my motel manager. She's nice, but I can kind of sense that she don't want too many complaints. Like, unless like my air conditioning going out, she got that taken care of, and she don't know about the light. And they're about to do inspections next week. This is from Aldi. This, I don't know if it's from Aldi. I can't remember. Maybe. Oops. How did I get rid of it? Okay. I like these. I like stationary videos. I mean, stationary videos are interesting. How are you doing today? I burned my macaroni. Thanks for tuning in. Well, as soon as YouTube sees that I'm posting every day and doing my short videos and my long videos and my live videos, I'm probably going to get organic views. Now, when I'm not making a YouTube video, I'm watching one. I usually am watching YouTube videos when I'm not making one. Now, I don't speak Japanese, but I love Japanese food is my favorite. I do speak Spanish and Italian. So you might say, well, you don't understand what they're saying. I don't either. I do not understand what they're when they speak Japanese. I just enjoy the background noise. So it's called ASMR food. ASMR food. Um, and I do like to do food reviews and eat out, but I have to have money for that. So that's why I'm on my social media and YouTube. You know, if people like my work, then they can support me by sending financial donations. I can't. I got Bigo, but I don't make any money on there. You know, Bigo is a app. I suppose some people that don't do multi guest on there and don't have friends and started. I've been on the app 9 years. I've never made $1 off of it. You know, never made $1. But I can make money easier live streaming all day on YouTube and Facebook. Facebook is a little bit you don't really get organic views on Facebook Live. I got tons of followers. So I get that. I get the Facebook followers, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, I do a lot of exercise so I can burn off that fat. I gained a little bit of weight since I got back from Mexico City. I lived there for 2.5 years. Now I'm back in Houston, and I don't even have any viewers. Where is everybody? Hi, viewer. How are you, honey? Sorry, there's no lighting. Now I've got a friend named Gertie. That's my real name, and I told her about my chef cook live, and she hadn't come over. I think she wants me to do TikTok, but I'm not. She doesn't like Vito. I do like Vito, but kind of, I mean, if I want to make money, I gotta do Facebook Live and YouTube Live the whole day. I mean, if I can do that, I'm gonna be live. The thing is, with YouTube, they want you to upload, the static videos. That call static. And well, how am I gonna do that if I only got one iPhone? Guess I'll do it in between. But it's better to have your live stream run the whole day. That's my opinion. If you do live streaming. Get a little ice. But yeah, I mean, I need people to start doing that buy me a coffee things. Um, it's kind of like Patreon, but you donate. um, The sales call it on answer. Um, yeah. Yeah, if you can do 3 hours of walking a day and you don't have health insurance, I suppose you may extend your life. You may be able to lower your blood pressure. I don't think cholesterol. No, I don't think so. But you may be able to do something. I'll have to tell Gertie that Christy's on here. Christy's a long time follower and fan back in the Periscope days. Then she came to Vigo, and then she left Vigo. We had a falling out. Something. Always stupid falling out. That's why um as a long time now 12-year live streamer, I would say it's probably easier to have friendships with people on social media in a big screen like this, where you're just chatting with people and they come to your live. Because if you get multiple people like a multi guest on Bigo, and then people may come and they may not come because they may like your friends or they may not like your friends, then you're pretty much locked in. And then you may lose friends because they don't like some of your friends. So kind of like high school or junior high. That's what Bigo's like, junior high or high school. It's a clique, and I have some good friends on there. Um, I'm not in the family, but that's because I logistically I can't join. It says Mexico. I can't join an American family. Although I would like to. Um, and a lot of the people from the past are not even on the app. I had some problems on here a long time ago. Yeah, but with falling outs with different people over different issues. Bullshit. There was a lot of bullshit, really. And that's that. But as far as YouTube, I think if I'm doing a live video and it's clean, except I don't need to say cuss word, meaning I'm not having other content. I'm showing my own content. I'm doing cooking. I'm having fun, interacting with people, staying positive. I'm not violent. I'm not a threat to myself or others, etc., 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 etc. I mean, if that's the case, then I might start getting enough. If I start getting enough views, um, I did notice that YouTube Shorts is some of the little songs are like TikTok. So I'm used to making TikTok videos. Um, so I just had to be careful not to drop my damn. Yesterday when I made macaroni, I dropped it in the. It's really bad. That macaroni is overcooked. I, I'm running out of the good food, and that's the thing I don't like. I can't. If I go on Bigo, they do not allow you to. I hate to say beg for money, or you could just say instead of saying beg for money, say ask for support. You cannot ask for financial support on Bigo. It's Class A ban. Now you can do it on X. You can do it probably Twitch. I would say you can do it on TikTok. I've done it, but I didn't get any donors. I'm not have a big